What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukashu. We are back with another Musume video, and we are still getting ready for the LOH, and sadly, we only have, 5 days? 6? I guess 6, including today, to get ready to at least get some decent ones out there for the team, but I haven't really been lucky this whole training period. I'm glad that this is for LOH and not for Champions meeting, because this would suck if this was for Champions meetings. But we are here with Silence Suzuka. Decided to change it up and probably go all escape with Suzuka, Bakushino, and Kita, as you can see in the back. And yeah, I was actually not. I just realized with Kita, my highest ranked one is like a UG4, I think. This whole time I was thinking that I had gotten her higher than that, but it was most likely the New Year's one. Same, I think I changed appearance because I had Kita there. And then here, pretty much the same setup with the 2 guts, 2 wise, 1 speed, and the goddess friend card. And that's our, yeah, friend card, or group card. I think this is the group card. But yeah, we haven't gotten ready pretty much for the LOH. It's kind of sucks. This is, like, compared to the first one wasn't too bad getting ready for it, but this time I'm just like, not only it's for a distance that I kind of lacked in going into the training for this, but also the fact that that's just League of Heroes, but at least it's not for the Champions meetings. But with that being said, I'll just jump in to the comments for yesterday's video. First comment from Echo. Yeah, Urumaru Yoshi's VA's Mirai's VA. I think it was Surumaru. I may have gotten cut out when I first when I said it. So it's Surumaru Tsuyoshi. So the trio is always together, unless it is Urumaru, but I'm pretty sure it was Surumaru. I'm gonna just triple check. Let me triple check. Yeah, Surumaru Tsuyoshi. But so the Million Life trio's there, but the Cinderella Girls trio isn't there. Rin and Uzuki's there, but Mio isn't there. So Cherry is Tamamo Cross. I'll look up the rest of the girls later. It's been a long time since I saw that video. Yeah, a lot of the girls came from Cinderella Girls. It's kind of crazy to think about how a lot of them went to Uma Musume. Like, even Special Week was in. I guess I'll name a few more. Special Week was Sanai. I believe Hishi Akabono was Kirati. It was like the I don't know how to describe it. The characters are quite similar when it comes to like tall girl and all that. He was like always paired up with the small one that likes sweets. Forgot her name. It's been a long time since I've seen Cinderella Girls. I forgot my options here. I think the bottom one gives me left turn, so I think I should pick the top one. Yeah. And then where is Suzuka? 'Cause I just need to make sure that I have her selections correct, because I don't quite remember it. Kita is here, right? Yeah, she is here. I would do that ×2, but I don't want to skip out on all of these support bonds. There we go. Here, we'll do this. Who else? Who else can I remember off the top of my head? I believe Agnes Digital was also there, but I don't remember which character she was. I think Yukino Bijin was Rika. Top option. That's all I can remember. Now that I think about it, right now. I think Rena was Air Groove, but not 100% sure. But yeah, continuing on the comment. It's been a long time since I saw that video, and that's all I can say. You know stuff better than me about the VAs. Well, I have watched a lot of anime, and then I do pick up on similar voices that I've heard, whether it's English or dub. The dub is kind of more familiar to me in a way. Well, it should be more familiar because it is dubbed, English dubbed. But I think I just heard their voices enough to realize who's who at one point. And also, if they do sound familiar, normally I would look it up just to see if they were that character. So yeah. But also, if it goes down to like the other games like Arknights and all that, I have played Arknights for a bit. I have played Blue Archive for a bit. I do still have it downloaded. I just never really had a reason to go back to it. I may have just lost interest in it, but who knows? Maybe I'll go back to it. Toho Project I actually did play for quite a bit. I did only play it on BlueStacks, if I'm not mistaken. Reason being is just it was like the moment where I was playing like Pretty Derby on BlueStacks and all that, so I was playing multiple instances where I could just play multiple gacha games at the same time, so that kind of went out of hand at one point. What other games? Azure Lane I still do log in and play, just not as much as I did before. Before it was like one of the games where I would like pretty much log in every day and all that. Sometimes I forget to log in now, and actually I haven't logged in like quite a bit since the last event that had the UR ship. I did manage to get her, so I did log in for a while before that because there was a lot of the like little characters, little versions, or like the kid versions of the characters they had, so I kind of kept logging in for that at least. I don't know what other games I mentioned they were in right now. I think that was all. But like rhythm games, when it comes to like the Hatsune Miku one, honestly, I probably only played that twice. Once when it first came out, or not when it first came out, when I first downloaded it, which is pretty much when it first came out around that time. Love Live. Well, I've watched the anime and also played the mobile games. I believe the Love Live All-Stars rhythm game recently just got taken down because they want to focus on School Idol Festival 2, which it does have a Japanese version, but I'm just going to wait for the global version for that one. It's funny for me to say that because for Bang Dream, out of all the rhythm games I do play, Bang Dream is probably the most I still play until this day. Because Idolmaster, Million Live, for that one, ooh, I don't know what to pick. For that one, I rarely log in, except for like around the early of July because that's usually where their anniversary is, and sometime and around like Christmas time because they like to give some free pulls. I get sucked in back for the free pulls, but my brother, I think he likes Idolmaster more than Love Live, but I'm pretty sure I'm the complete opposite, where I like Love Live more than Idolmaster. That's just me personally. But game-wise, I think I like Bang Dream more. I don't know, it just feels right for me. At least gameplay-wise, it feels right for me. I think they've been going on for like 5 years, 6 years, but it's funny for that one because I played the Japanese version over the global version. I do like I still have both my global version. I just don't really play it. Sometimes I just have it offloaded on my phone. I'm just like, maybe I'll come back to it. Like I think a few days ago, I wanted to check out what they were up to because right now in the Japanese version, they're having a Chainsaw Man collab. So I wanted to see if I can get the characters that were collab. One of the characters I liked was part of the collab, or like, and I wanted to try and get her, but they gave me the two other collab characters on the banner instead of the character that I wanted. So that's kind of sad. So I'm still trying to play it by playing songs that I don't have so I can get gems easier. And I'm pretty close to finishing that. But yeah, other than that, I don't think there are any other rhythm games I play. If there are any other rhythm games. Oh, I guess D for DJ, but for that one specifically, I usually play when collabs are out or any other like big events like their half anniversary or anniversary events. And that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. But yeah, thank you for the comment, Echo. I didn't know what else to go off from that from. Or I guess like for like the main games, although I didn't play it in Japanese, I did play Xenoblade Chronicles 3 came out like about a year ago, or if not a year ago now. So if you guys do want to see that gameplay, there's a playlist for it. I did enjoy it. I didn't play the DLC yet. I haven't really found time to play it. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, obviously I did play that beforehand. Been a while. The gap between those two was pretty big. And it's just I've watched a lot of anime. It pretty much just goes down to I've watched a lot of anime. Will I be okay for the I'm gonna do this. But yeah, it just came down to me watching like a lot of anime as well. A lot of the animes I mentioned were pretty much animes I've seen as well. Whether it was in sub, or it should have been in sub, but I've also watched them dubbed just to see, because normally I do like watching animes dubbed because it's more convenient for me whenever like I'm trying to like multitask and all that. But majority of the time I like watching sub, but it does require me to not give full attention to anything else that I can. So normally, and I do like binge watching, so sometimes it gives a chance for the dub to catch up. But that's just me. Either way, I watch both sub and dub, whatever I'm feeling at the moment. But yeah, thank you, Echo, for the comment. All right, next comment, Eugen. After I set up the grow price, I have the same thoughts that Uba Musume is much better as a JP game than global, unless they make improvements like adding some EN translations and the same server. If there's a possibility having an EN server, I'm going to stick to JP server, although may try EN server from the start. I think they'll just completely start from behind. So yeah, I would say they would have to completely start from behind. It wouldn't be right for them to just straight up just give them all the stuff that JP has, because Taiwan and Korea is still behind. So we would just have global would just have to be behind from everyone else, which it's not a bad idea. It's just I don't feel, well, what the heck happened? I just don't feel confident in the release, simply because I don't know how the global audience, aside from Japan, and I guess Taiwan and Korea, I don't know how much they like Pretty Derby. In fact, the reason why I brought that up is because I think I mentioned like what people would probably prefer to watch overseas here in like America and all that. It's in like action shonen anime and probably other stuff, like some may like rom-com and all that. They'd probably be like wondering like, what is this anime about? It's about horse girls racing. So a lot of people would just be like, horse girls? I don't know. That's just the way I see it. Because I've encountered many people like in public, or because I've been also to like Anime Expo and all that. I've encountered people who they've asked me what kind of anime I watch, but then I asked them in turn, and they gave me pretty much the same answers, which would be the same animes I've named you, like Dragon Ball, Naruto, Attack on Titan, and all that. And I'm there waiting to see if there's anything that's different from all that. Even if they gave me like Kaguya, Love is War Kaguya, I would have been like, oh cool, something different. But that was just an example. But if they had given me something like that, I would have been like, okay, that's cool. But yeah, I don't know how they're gonna take this. Probably like the most when it comes down to sports anime, I would consider this as a sports anime, but it's also like slice of life and comedy and all that. I think Musume would be like, I guess for the OG, Slam Dunk, Hajime no Ippo. We got third place. Haikyuu for like more recent sports animes. Kuroko no Basket. But I mean, like some of the like other sports animes I've seen, like Hinamaru Sumo. That one I believe got a dub, but I don't know if it did any well because it didn't get a season 2. Whereas we have Pretty Derby here, who has gotten season 2, and an ONA, and they're getting a season 3 as well, but they haven't gotten dub. So I don't know. I guess it'll be up to them if they want to dub Pretty Derby, but even if they do, I'll end up watching it. But I'm pretty, at this point, have grown attached to the sub version. Or the Japanese version at least. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it'd just be cheating at the if they would just give an EN server of basically what Japan has. The most I'd say is just give everything what the Taiwan and Korea version would have, at least, so that at least they'll still be behind Japan, but not have the whole thing. But even then, I feel like that's too far already of an like too much to give, because Taiwan, thanks to Nova Boy, had mentioned that they're in Make a New Track and they're about to get Grand Live. That's not too far off from the Japanese version. So yeah, I think even if they do release a EN or global version of the game, I think I'm gonna play it and see how I feel. I mean, obviously I'm still gonna like the game, and obviously it's gonna be I guess I don't want to say easier, because I kind of pretty much have a handle on the game, especially if it's just the start. It's just, do I really want to go through all that again? At the end of the day, do I really want to basically just start the game all over after all the things I've done in the JP version of the game? So I mean, I'll probably just download it and play here and there and just pull, just do the events and all that. Get the 1,000,000 points of the events and just don't play after that. Next event, do the same thing. Who knows? Pull for characters that I just want, so I can have like an abundance of an abundance of carrot jewels. Maybe that's the move. Who knows? But yeah. Continuing on with the comment. Indeed, Yukino Bijin is also competitive because she have non-stop girl skills. Regarding the training with Kita-san Black, it's just the aptitude you were trying to raise. Unless you were aiming for the inheritance factor, that's the time you can go for extra races. So, just stick on the races you do along the training and focus on the stats. Yeah, I figured. The only time I usually do extra races is like for like Suzuka or Sakura Bakashino, where I just want to make sure I get the enough for the unique skills levels, and I don't think I did my extra races for Suzuka just yet. Normally I would have done the Yasuda Kinen and the NHK, but I'm kind of behind on that. So what do we have? 16k. Let me get that scheduled out before I keep going. Let's see. I'm pretty sure we can do this. We don't have enough fans. We need 25k to do this. I might have to do this one and this one back to back. Back to back, just to see. I could use that for Wise now. But Yukino Bijin, Non-Stop Girl. Yeah, I totally forgot what she had as skills and all that, because I guess the only time I really went over her stuff was when her banner came out. And besides that, since I never used her since pulling her, and it was a long gap since her release, I would say, I just forgot what she had. It's just the way it is. I just forgot what she had. I don't think I'll be able to do that medium distance. I'm not sure. But yeah, I figured that I would just have to stick with the normal races or her scheduled races instead of doing extra races, unless I really needed to do that. Regarding on the wisdom of the sun versus wisdom of the ocean, it's possible that the wisdom of the sun will not activate for a single great escape. So in this scenario, the wisdom of the ocean is better. Oh, so is this solely based off for great escape, or escape as well? It's my question. I felt like let me take a look actually at the skills again. Let's do this and this. Let me actually make sure I pick the right option here too. Yeah, we'll go with guts. Where is it? Wisdom. Why, these are uniques. Hold on, I picked the wrong ones. So, Wisdom of the Sun is during the middle leg. If you've been blocked from the side for at least 2 seconds, your speed will increase based on the number of skills you have. The Wisdom of the Ocean during the first half of the opening leg, your acceleration will increase based on the number of skills you have. I would say Wisdom of the Ocean would be better, especially if you want to run groundwork, right? Because the first half of the opening leg, that could have just been like right at the beginning and all that. Would you say, Eugen? So I think I would stick with the Wisdom of the Ocean if that's the case. Although middle leg wouldn't be bad either, but it says if you've been blocked from the side, and if you're running escape, you pretty much just want to be at the or you pretty much would possibly just be at the front at the whole time, depending if the other escapes are faster than you and you're just playing catch up. So I think I'd stick with Wisdom of the Ocean with that one. But on the safe side, Wisdom of the Sun is a better option since if lineup is 3 runners, oh, I should have kept reading. I should have kept reading. If lineup is 3 runners, that will be side by side. It's just some information I got along the way. So yeah, you can less prioritize the blue and stick for the reds. Oh, okay. So you answered my question, but before I even continued reading and got your answer, I went down with the conclusion that blue was better. That's kind of weird. Okay, so red over blue. That's true. If there, because normally there would probably be a lot of runners. I would say, because runners is a pretty popular position to use along with leaders. Betweeners and chasers are kind of depending if you like them or not. I mean, obviously, just like Narita Taishin, Mr. CB and them, Gold Chip. So who knows? But normally I would see a lot of runners and leaders over the betweeners and chasers. The Great Escape can only be done with Silence Suzuka, Twin Turbo, and Measurable Palmer. Yeah. After I recorded a video, I was like, wait, can anyone else even do Great Escape? In my head, right away was Silence Suzuka, because obviously she has it. And then Twin Turbo, because I remembered in the anime when she was just running away, you know, on the episode where, again, spoiler alert, unless you guys don't care. Basically in the episode where Teo was supposed to quote unquote retire. That part was kind of touching, if I say so myself. Probably it's just me with the whole Teo thing. Me liking Teo and all that bias coming out. Maybe that's why it hit me hard. And then obviously Measurable Palmer, because that was like her style of running, I'd say. Just try to outrun everyone. So it does make sense that only those 3 would have it. Because they are only the Omas can acquire the skill. Yeah, I'm glad that you mentioned that, because I felt dumb when I realized that it was only those 3. Honestly. Let's rest because it is a ×2 red. Although I am behind on dates. And do I even have enough stamina? I don't have 193 stamina. I haven't really given attention to the power as well, so I'm kind of worried about that. Short distance is kicking my butt. I will say that. Short distance is kicking my butt. But let's see where else. When I ask some guidance with some sources, let's actually still try this regardless. When I ask some guidance with some sources, more likely JP community, that high stamina 1k plus gold recovery is must for Great Escape. I'm not sure if you can skip gold recovery and use white recovery since it's only short distance. Good job, Suzuka, for winning that. There's a stats calculator that check if stamina is enough, but I didn't bother using it. I think you've been pretty accurate with, you've been pretty consistent with the 1k every time you talked about the Great Escape. So maybe that's just a good, I guess besides long distance, I'd say, because long distance you want to go for higher than that, obviously. But I don't know anything about the Great Escape because I never really run it. The only character, I do have Twin Turbo, but I don't have her at 3 stars at least to even do a run with her. But at least I can try probably Suzuka. But if I can't even get her setup right, or get the setup right with this setup, then I think I'll just stick to what I can do with this one. For setup, you can think of it as running a long distance. I assume so. But the difference is that the skills you get is inclined for short distance or particular race course. It might be a good experience for you to trying all escape this time. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do this time around. Taiki Shuttle will take a seat. We'll take a seat this time and just watch. Because even though I probably would use her, but I want to see how Kita does. I want to see how it's training a Uma that is not normally in that distance would feel. So here we are. Although I will say that I think I should probably just do another date. I would say that I am still struggling and setting up for any of the 3 that I'm using. It's kind of sad. And then, oh, I tried training Kita-san Black along with the video and ended up with a UG5 because I made some mistakes during training. So I'll try it again since it's similar with your stats and also missing with some event skills that didn't come up. I think mine also didn't come up with some events or some skills. So that's also, I did try a couple more times after that and it still didn't really, it still stayed around like the UG3, UG4 area. So I haven't even cracked UG5 on her. I think I'm gonna try alternating, trying 2 guts and 2 speed, just to see if I can at least help speed go up a little bit higher. And guts, I'll just lower what I'm trying to get, maybe 900, 800 to 900 instead of trying to go for 1,000. Oh, that's the wrong button. How many fans though? 81. We're good. We're good. Okay. But yeah, hopefully over the weekend I can, or even today, I can get at least 1 character today, maybe 2 characters over the weekend, to at least make me feel more comfortable going into the LOH with something better than what I have right now. At least that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, hopefully I can get a really, at least UG8, a really decent UG8, UG9 for any of them. For all of them, at least. My setup is 1 speed. Oh, Fukutaru. 2 guts. I just call her Fuku. 2 guts, Bakushin and Haru. 2 Ys, Helios, and Ramano, plus Goddess. Yeah, I would run Ramano, but I have Helios and the I was gonna say Mesro. Mihono Bourbon. Goddess, Bakushin, Haru, and Fukutaru. Yeah, I wish I had more speed cards for runners. Because a lot of like the... Oh, I guess I do have Katsuragi Ace. I do have her, but she has like a mix of leader, medium distance, and runners. So I'm pretty low on stamina, and I'm just connecting. Okay, there we go. But I guess I could try Katsuragi Ace if I want to try with Kita with 2 speeds, because I don't have any other option, and I don't want to drop the Mihono Bourbon speed card, or Wise card, for the speed card. I also rerolled for Mihono Bourbon on the time I started playing the game. Then I got the next collab. I'm just lucky to get anime collab and TM Opera along the next banner during that time. I think when I kept re-rolling, I basically sacrificed Mihono Bourbon to get both McQueen and Teo along with Aguri Cap. I think those were the 3 that I got. I don't know if I got more than that. It's been a while, but for sure I went for both of them. And it's funny because I ended up having 2 accounts where this one had Teo all the way to level 5, and even though I had gotten both of them here in this account, I had Teo up to level 5, and as of right now she's still level 3. McQueen I'm talking about. And in my other account I had McQueen at level 5, so that was like my McQueen account, and this was like my Teo account, which was also sad because my McQueen account had Narita Brian, and I still haven't really done her Legends race because I've been doing Mihono Bourbon, and I've been kind of slacking at it. I missed a couple of days. I'm still in the 20s. So I won't be able to start Narita Brian until I finish Mihono Bourbon. believe I can just use this for Wise. So yeah, that's at least how I remembered how I started off. Because I did start playing. I think I started when, not like at the beginning, probably like a good. Did I start at the beginning? I'm not even sure. I know I started when Mihono Bourbon was out, but I know I didn't solidify my accounts until the anime collab. And it's funny because I'm pretty sure I recorded a Mihono Bourbon training run in the Ura finals. That's the funny part. I'm pretty sure I have a video out there. Let me actually check. Let's see, playlists. Let me check my playlists. That would probably be the easiest way, would it? Content, playlist. Can you guys believe it? I know I've missed a good amount of days, but I have 505, or I guess now 506 Pretty Derby videos out there. But let me check out the playlist. Oh no, playlist details. Nope, I don't want to do that. I just want to see the playlist. Yep, my very first video, winning the Ura finals with Mihono Bourbon. That is hilarious. I'm just getting red. I think I got blue once. No, not even once. Yeah, let's bring up Guts. My second video, winning Ura finals with Taiki Shuttle. That's crazy. Well, kind of funny to see all that. Ooh, do I want to go for that yellow? Because it does help Guts out. I'm getting more Guts than power. Should I run a power card? I don't even know at this point. I feel like it's too late to change. Is it too late to change? Probably not. Probably not. But thank you, Eugen, for the comment. And then lastly, Nova Boy. Or should I just call you Nova? I think I'm gonna just call you Nova. I kind of feel like a similarity with your name because back a while ago in the Xbox 360 days, I had my gamer tag had Nova in it also. I was called Nova Stroke. Pretty sure that's still my gamer tag right now. I haven't logged in my Xbox in quite a while, so I haven't bought online for that or my PlayStation in such a long time. Can't really. Well, I think it's a good thing because it's still pretty expensive. I would say $60. Was it $60? I think it could be higher now. I think it could be higher now, but I don't really care. Even if I get if I eventually get a PS5, or probably want to because I do want to play Final Fantasy and all the other PlayStation exclusives. But I think I could just wait for Final Fantasy 16 to go on PC. But sorry, that was a random tangent. Sorry, Nova Boy. Let's start with your comment. The lawsuit comment was a joke, of course. Konami did sue because of the gameplay, and that was around the time Zephyr rerun happened. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that was the time Zephyr got rerun. Sorry for me not realizing that. It just went over my head because I already had Zephyr, and I probably didn't realize that. But dang, it came out around the same time, so that was okay. But yeah, I'll glad to hear that it is because of the gameplay. Because if it was about Zephyr, I would have been really confused on why. I highly doubt there was a character design that was way related to Zephyr. But cool. I guess the timing might be coincidental, but I can't help but connect the two together. You got a point there. Regardless, I'm glad for the Zephyr run. Anyways, I can agree that global version might be a flop, especially if Cygames doesn't handle the publishing themselves. True, true, because since Crunchyroll basically, you know, with the whole Princess Connect thing, I think it'd be better if they do want to make sure that their game stays around longer than what I guess I would assume, what we would assume, is to manage their own game, which I think they'll be fine. I mean, they have the headquarters in the US already, or LA in California. So I'm pretty sure if they can handle their own game. Pretty sure, especially since, you know, with the amount of success they've had in JP, I'm pretty sure they can find a way to make it work for themselves, and they won't need like other companies to help them release the game. So yeah, I think they'll be fine if they really want to, as long as they release it as themselves. A lot of the games I play, including Blue Archive, is from the JP server, and I just think that they do a better job with management compared to their global counterparts. I could actually see that. Simply because I feel like the standards over there is way different from global. So yeah, I think that's just pretty much a difference I could see. It's just the work ethics and standards are different between the two cultures, I'd say. But I haven't played Blue Archive as in the JP server. When I did play it, it was for the global side. So yeah, I'm not too sure. Lastly, if there is a global version, then there will be the case of intense competition when it comes to CM, since future sight is a scary thing. Yeah, so basically for all the global players, I mean I guess the global players that are in the JP server right now, or the JP game right now, will pretty much have an advantage over like the actual like new like players in global, where like, I mean, we're pretty sure people will catch on to the meta and all that. They'll probably just look at the meta they had in Japan, because I'm pretty sure a lot of global games that had a Japanese counterpart, or vice versa, I guess. Japanese game with a global counterpart, the global, especially if the game has some sort of like PvP type style, we'll pretty much look at the meta that Japan had at the time and just use it for their advantage. But I mean, at least for me, I would know what to do if they do that, if they do release a global version. I mean, like, especially when a Guri Cap, that Christmas one, comes out, everybody who knows or has played the Japanese version will just most likely pull for her until, because she's still relevant until now. She's still a really good character to have. Ooh, I really want to rest her up though. I really want to rest her up, but I'll go for it. At least JP can experiment with some Uma strategy and get away with it. But my friend in Taiwan just gets destroyed if he doesn't use the metacomp written off by JP server around a year ago. Yeah, that's pretty much where everyone who will look into what the JP meta was at the time will follow. And then for those who don't have, let's say, the meta characters, wasn't fortunate enough to pull the meta characters, will most likely get beat. But I mean, Eugen, I think Eugen sticks to like like the same characters most of the time. So, and Eugen has done way better than I have in CMs. So I guess it just comes down to how you train it. Obviously, I'd say. But yeah, it's just gonna suck being behind in the game. Technically being behind. And just learning what the meta was in Japan at the time and just simply copying it. And for those who aren't aware or doesn't go that far to, I think I should rest, doesn't go that far to do their setup for CMs or all that, are just gonna get crushed, which is kind of sad to think about, but it's just how it's gonna be. But yeah, thank you for the comment, Nova. But yeah, if they do eventually release a global version, if they do, I'll probably just record it for the content. Obviously, because I do play the JP version. So I think it'll be fine for me to play it. I can just bounce between the two. Probably still fully focus on the JP side, since I don't think I'm gonna do much for global. I think if anything for global, if they do release it and I'm recording videos for it, I think it will just be banners. It'll feel so redundant though. That's like the only thing. It'll feel so redundant. But at the same time, it's like, it is what it is. Part of me is like, maybe don't release a global version. Stick to JP. But yeah, I don't know. I just realized that I almost have, if I had gotten more power, I could have had 4 stats at UG. It's kind of looking like the similar situation. Was it Suzuka? Or was it Sakura Bakushino that had the same thing? I forgot. But I'm so close to 4 power to make it. I just needed like 50 more. If anything, like 50 more. But still, speed is a little low. So I think I'm gonna switch to 2 speeds and see how it goes after this video. But I'm gonna go alternate between the two. I feel like Guts did really well because of the growth rate for Silence Suzuka. How much? Yeah, see, like 50 more. I'm gonna just grab. That is Taiki Shuttles. I got Nishino Flowers, but that should be Kita. Huh. I guess it doesn't matter. But this might be my best Suzuka, but I just wish I had her power up to UG. Okay, just pick the typical skills. I did pick that, so I should probably pick these skills. Pick that for now. Sure, we'll just double up on it. Yes. Concentration. Or Sommelier, no, we'll get that. And we don't have Nakayama, because I don't think I had anything else for Nakayama. Huh. Concentration. I have 102 left. What can I grab with 102? This one. I could grab another skill. Sure. Alright, so we ended off with 1327 on speed. 513 stamina, 1156 on power, 1219 guts, 1231 on wise. Did not get an S for short distance. Moving on to see evolution skills. Did I miss out on the other evolution skill? Up or down, up or down, down, up, up. What was their other evolution skill? Run away. Did I not get it? Get at least 4 skills for runner aptitude. I probably didn't get 4 skills for runner aptitude. No, I'm not gonna waste that. So my TP, I'm gonna use my TP for thing. I did get it. So there's 1. I did get majority short distance. That's 2. Yikes. I probably should have prioritized that, but I got the whole weekend to try. That UF1 and that UG9 is for mile distance, so. With that being said, guys, that is going to be the end of this video. If you guys did make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button and leave a comment down below. So just let me know how you guys are doing. And I guess I already got your input in a global version of the game. But if you guys have any more input, let me know down in the comments. I do fully agree that if they do want to release it, at least release it on just from their side games itself to avoid any, you know. But also I think if they do also want to release a global version, I think they should consider releasing an English dub just to see how the global audience will take it. That's also one way. And if it doesn't really get much support from the global community or the global side of things when it comes to the anime, that would probably give them an indication to whether or not they should release an English dub. At least I feel like that would be the way to do it. At least they'll see where it stands in global. But other than that, just let me know what's up. I mean, put down whatever you want in the comments and we can talk about anything. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be just a game, but it could be something else, other animes and all that, just to keep the training a little bit more interesting than me just saying the same things all over again. I mentioned this before, but thank you again for all the comments, Eugen, Nova, and Echo. But with that being said, guys, hope you guys have a good weekend and good luck on your training if you guys haven't finished your training yet. With that being said, guys, thank you once again, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.